I didn't know you were going to be there. Just pumping my music. Hey everybody, going live again. Sorry I didn't go live yesterday. I got a headache, a massive headache, and I couldn't do it. I just decided to not stream. But I did let everyone know in the Discord and community post. Make sure you're subscribed or on Discord. It's free, link down below. So today, Victorious Day, magnificent day, a day where I need to find my glasses. But we're going to be adding the final color coat to all these magnificent scaffolding pieces for mines, structures that just exist in the wood. So really wooden structure, very generic wooden structure. You can build towers, you can build forts. They're pretty great. Right now it's kind of set as this little like combat boss setup that you can move around and interact in different directions. And that's the whole point really of building these kind of terrain pieces, is to find a way to add three-dimensional space to our D&D games, to our war games. Really, if I'm playing D&D with these minis, it's become the war game part. You want obstacles in the way. You want little things to both help and hinder players. And building three-dimensional terrain, as in three-dimensional obstacles, is a big way in doing that. So, today's gonna be the final day working on these pieces. Painting the final coat. It's what is it called? It's my butter pecan paint, and it's really the dirty pass, the aged pass. I'm gonna grab my glasses, grab my water. We're gonna jump right into this. We're gonna spend the next hour just chilling and vibing and painting. Right around here. There we go. I messed up. That brush did not get dried. So we'll use this brush. Pass over the nails, and then a lighter pass over all of it. so it becomes 2 passes over the nails while I kind of just get it everywhere. Ooh, that's a lot. Can you hear the music? I want to make sure that it's audible. There we go. Nice before shot. This one I clearly used the wet paint, and it really doesn't look as good as it should. So I'll touch this one up after. So that one's got a little bit more work to do. Get a little bit of a close-up. There we go. I like it. Nice three-dimensional vibes to it. It's like painted on the light. Perfect. 2 other sets of stairs, or ladders, I should say. Nice 3-dimensional look. Love it. Zoom out just a little bit. Oh, hey there, James. Almost done. Yeah, today's gonna be the ideally the last day on scaffolding. It's a big day. Just really drawing the painting the aging effect. Which I find looks nicer when you emphasize the nails. So I'm pretty stoked for this. Because that means we can put more time into the trees while prepping the next structure set. Snapped on right in place. Oh, does it not have a magnet right there? Oh, this piece doesn't have magnets. That's right, this is one of these models that don't. Because I got too tired too quick. Those ones I'll touch up someday, but those don't need them. There we go. These ones that don't have magnets, horizontal magnets on the side, still have vertical magnets, which are the most important ones. So I do one pass over the nails and then get a little bit more paint, and I'm going to do a second pass over the whole piece on the top, which should make the lines here over the nails pop even more. What's great is I'm seeing 4 different colors on this now. So we have the dust that I'm adding to it. We have the light orange that we added last stream. Then we have the dark brown underneath, and then even deeper at different spots, we see the primer, which was basically black. So this is a very rich piece to look at. And I'm also not doing the this dust dirt pass over the pillar legs, only the planks. And that way those two pieces can kind of stand out. Get this ladder on the inside. Pop's a little bit better now. Oh, it doesn't have a horizontal one. A little bit of a before, and let me grab one to kind of show you a bit of an after. Only a couple more pieces left. Super close. Super excited. A long time coming. The last piece. The piece that has a little bit of love that needs to be taken care of before putting the dirt pass on. Get this skinny brush. I'll zoom in. go. A little bit easier to see. How's that look? Doesn't look as good as I want it to. Well, these two paints are basically the same. That's good to know. Great. Some nice little patchwork. Now it's time to cross the finish line, everybody. The last piece. Like looking around, making sure that it is the last piece. I don't know if I'm ready to actually finish a project. Maybe I should delay it even longer. All right, guys. You know, we got our ladders. And we got the last piece. We did it. 22? What's the number of today's episode? 22? 22 episodes? In crafting wood planks, gluing them together, cutting and crafting wood pillars, and taking some older ones that I made a while back and modifying them, taking pieces off. Yeah, there's a little like bustedness there, but that's fine. It looks cool. What if I do this? There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 12. 13, 14, 15, 16. $16 pieces for a set. One of them is a broken one. And I'm actually building a 17th and maybe an 18th just for the final video. So this should even get filled up once all the recording and the crafting shots are done for that tutorial video. Imagine just playing deep in here. Just like... Let's take a look inside. Sorry for the squeakiness. That'd be a mess to play in, but it'd be so cool. Best camera work on the internet, right there. It's done. Now I just have to make the video. I got all the B-roll from the live stream. Dang. Well, that means, what do we got on today's time? We got a little bit of time left today. Just B-roll? I mean, mostly B-roll. I think for all the audio, I might re-record the steps and processes. Just B-roll. So this means we're going to be focusing more so on the trees to get them done. Yeah, that's what we're going to start doing on the next live stream. I'll show you, for those who are new or haven't seen anything. We have a pine tree that we're... Oh, is there a magnet yet? No, there's no magnet yet. But we have a starter of a pine tree that I'm crafting from scratch. And a handful of these armatures that I am texturing and molding into shape. So we're going to be making summer trees, autumn trees, dead trees that can double up as winter, pine, spooky trees, basically that. And while we're working on trees, I'll be planning out the next structure piece to craft. And I think it's either going to be stone, like big stone pillars, or we're going to go into little pillar territory. That's a lot, actually. That is a lot. I think big pillar territory might be a nice direction to go. And then also dungeon tiles. This scaffolding mixed with the finished forests is going to feel like a superpower. Yeah, I think tiles, my plan for tiles are going to be using the little dungeon stone tiles that I've been making. Very tiny ones. Let me grab an example. So if I start making dungeon tiles, I'll be making dungeon tiles about the size of one of these pallets, but with this style of stonework. And that's a lot of cutting. So, how do I do that? Does it look better? Ooh, that catches the light much better. Whatever happened to my old terrain tiles? Did I end up throwing them out? No, they are sitting over there. We have the fancy ones sitting over there, and then the old ones are in the cabinet over there. Let me go grab them. You can compare the two. Very different. It's less about being too generic. Like, here's the first dungeon tiles. One, they're super thick. It's a whole inch. And that was a whole aspect of making these ones, which were thinner and using less material. So here are the original dungeon tiles, which I still think is a really neat design. And then this is the second version, which is a little bit more green, and I've been trying to replicate this look for a while. Also, it got smaller, and these ones would be even smaller. And the look of these feels too gridded, right? It's, you know what I mean, because there's a grid. And I don't necessarily like that. I want it to be more invisible. So having this be the new style I think would be a lot prettier and just more interesting. Because there's still room to add these kind of big tiles into this cluster. Like an occasional big 1-inch piece tossed in there, that'd be neat. Maybe the center is a big one, and then there's little ones around it. That would be neat. So yeah. And I also want to experiment with, if it's possible, I know it's in some way possible, but for my brain to do it the way I'm hoping to do it, if it's possible, to have one side of the tile be dungeon and the other side to be wood, and it would look more like this. And then the sides being still aesthetically pleasing. And then I'm saving up space for storage. Because what was the amount that I need for tiles? Is it 16? Can't really read my math here. It's all scribbly. That's the node size. Rooms. Room size. Up to 12. Is that what I... 12 is a number on each die equals number of 3x3 tiles. So therefore, if I'm using D12s to make my dungeon size, a room is going to only be up to 12 tiles. Oh, music's changing in the background. That's fine. Yeah, so it'd be only 12 tiles. Is that enough? Well, if each tile here, right, is 15 feet, 12 times 15, that's wrong. It'd be a 3x, at best, it's a 3x4 room. So 3 times 15, 45 feet by 50, 60 foot? So 60 foot by 45 foot room? That's pretty big. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I could just do 18, and then I have like a full set like this. I think that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I'll plan that out. But that's the math that's going on in my head for tiles. But that's not what we're working on next stream. Next stream we're working on trees. We got plenty of trees to work on. First thing I could probably start right now and clean up this guy. Or is that gonna... No, I could do that at the top of the next stream because it doesn't take up that much time. So clean this one off and get making more of these armatures. They're all twisted and gnarly with a bunch of pepper glued to it. Dude, I know, this pine tree, I'm so curious what it's gonna look like. I'm pretty sure we could probably plan on first thing in the next stream is trying to take this pine tree to finish and just seeing it, because I don't know if this is the right method I want to do pine trees. But we can try it out. That'd be a fun first half of the stream, is just getting that guy to finish. At the moment, it looks like some kind of disease. Oh, this? Yeah, it looks weird. It's funny, is like my first tiles was just carve squares into one big block of foam. My second tiles were cut big block of foam smaller, then cut squares in. Whereas what looks like to be my third tile is cut many squares, glue them together, make big square out of it. Oh, so funny. This is a big step. I'm like really stoked. Kind of just taking it in. If the projects don't get more complicated, you wouldn't be happy. I know, right? Uh-oh, I don't know what the music's going to be now. It's just lo-fi. It's chill. But this is going to take a lot of time cutting the squares. So my next project after the trees, I don't want to be cutting little tiny details too much. Kind of want to do a big chunky thing, which is why I'm thinking like stone pillars. Like Jotun, giant, ancient giant stone pillars, because everything we're making is world building. So pillars made by the giants of old, from the Age of Thunder. Yeah, but the controller for the music's way over there, and I'm way over here. I can't do that. God, it feels good having these down. I'm taking my time and appreciating the fact that I don't have to work on these anymore. Well, semi, right? Like, for the video, the close-up shots do need their examples, and what's going to come out of it is like 2 more on accident. But for the sake of streaming and this project being done, it is done. And I'm just appreciating that. That was a lot of wood planks. Oh, you know what I have to do after the trees though? Is I have to make docks and ports. Something to consider. Got an update on Curse of Amity Island. I got to the end of the episode on both the editing and the sound design. Looks and sounds good. Now the last pass, which is the fastest thing possible, is a QC pass, where we just go from the top to the back, and just make sure the shots are right. There's no cut to blacks, no jump cuts. And we kind of hear everything a second time after sound designing it, and just making sure it looks and sounds good. Just QC, quality control. And that's going to be super fast, fraction of the time. So I actually, since it's May 31st, I think the final episode of the cinematic cut will probably drop in June. I don't think it's going to be the end of June, but June is definitely going to be a release date. When is the... I don't have a device in front of me. When's the celebration of Jaws? Is it June? I don't think it is. Oh no, Fellowship music. I gotta... The one thing to get me out of my seat, the possibilities of copyright strikes. Once the Curse of Amity Island drops, a bunch of other episodes and uncut games get dropped. So that'll be exciting. Once the trees are done, I get to play Cocaine Owlbear. I'll be so excited for that game. Dude, hype. Cool. Feels great to have this stuff done. Thank you so much for coming along the ride on this project. It's great. I'm excited for the next couple projects and see what else we're going to make. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, afternoon, evening, and of course, I hope you have a wonderful good night. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I'll see you on the next stream, 4:30 Pacific time. Monday. Yeah, let's do it Monday. Have a great weekend.